Hello. Welcome back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think I'm in the middle of a controversy. I think I'm in the middle of some drama. I'd like to talk about some things today. Also, hello YouTube, and welcome to our first YouTube stream and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why we're on YouTube today. Today, we are on YouTube because a phone number which I had been using for probably about 2 years, a phone line I've been using for about 2 years, just suddenly up and went. And I go to the website, which is still there, and I put in my information. It's like, account not found. So I couldn't log into my Twitch account because I can't change the phone number, because my phone number all of a sudden doesn't exist. So that's why we're on YouTube tonight. Because I just can't get into my Twitch account because my phone number is magically disappeared. Cool. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, there's an email. Here, you want some free evidence, everyone? The federal government, who enjoys watching me but seldom has actually interacted and talked to me because they don't like playing political games during presidential elections or whatever. Look. Just no reply. Absolutely. I obviously had an account. Hold on. Look. This is from June. So my account I definitely had an account. And now when I go on the website, my account doesn't exist. So, I don't know. And they're trying to evict me for being too loud because I'm in the middle of an investigation. I'm in the middle of and by the way, for the past 4 or 5 years, I have been complaining about people harassing me. And I think I have an understanding of why now. For various reasons. I think someone I used to be a roommate with was involved in a mass shooting violence. It was in Thousand Oaks, so the Borderline Bar and Grill shooting. And we used to be roommates. We weren't really close or anything, but I mean, let me put it this way: we lived together for a year, and he never asked for my number, and I never asked for his. I mean, we didn't dislike each other. We were right next to each other, So when the Borderline Bar and Grill shooting happened, I didn't really have his number, And then our other roommate, they never reached out to me, and I never really reached out to them, I guess. So it was really weird because it's like this weird event happened with somebody I knew, and I mean, I wasn't close to them, but so I think because I was their roommate and because politics is the way it is, I believe there are people out there who have gone around harassing people associated or in some weird way associated, like my situation. I wasn't associated with it in any way, but I was roommates with somebody who was, And I think people go around taking advantage of people in situations like that for political and legal policy purposes to try to prove legal points. And I have a character build with political ties that I think some people took advantage of. And for 4 years, I should have never been homeless for the very reason that one of my former roommates was involved in the gun violence. People, I didn't think of it at the time. And I've got all the videos in my evidence file. I'll update it today. First day I was homeless. There's people who are like all aware what's going on. And I'm confused. It's probably because they were taking somebody who they know is going to be harassed by a bunch of shooting violent, gun rights people. And by the way, just for the record, I don't think shooting violence is okay. But I also fully support the Second Amendment. So just because I'm not a fan of shooting violence doesn't mean I don't support the Second Amendment. I fully support my rights. So I've been complaining about people harassing me and following me around. And not only that, now you've got this whole phone number scam thing going on. You've got the phone number scam thing, you've got the LA Grand incident, you've got business and industry never really talking to me, but like communicating with me in the most, in those ways that like, are you crazy? You know what I mean? And it's just, it's daunting sometimes, I guess. So, it's like, how many people really even care about what's going on? Like, it seems like you all just have an agenda where you want people to stop living a certain way or saying a certain thing. Just because, I don't I don't want that. What I want is something different. I want a cozy vibe in society, Just whole torturing people with sounds and weapons of mass whatever. Weapons of mass electricity, weapons of mass biology. That's crazy. So I think this is one of the reasons why things have been going weird. And this whole cell phone thing is really weird. I'm going to be honest. If you were all trying to trick me or scare me, wow, you're doing a good job. Me and my Jewish father, we really enjoy being scared by the whole entertainment thing. Cool. And if you're not trying to scare us, then what are you waiting for? What's the holdup? So it really makes it interesting because during my time as homeless, I played games like Valorant and Apex. Obviously, they were associated with violence, gun violence, right? They're kids. I love it when they say they're kids' games, even though they're gun violence games. So, you think that the people who were trying to help me have a good gaming experience, for all the times that I've been frustrated, what the fuck is this? For all the times that I've been frustrated in video games, for all the times I've been frustrated, you know what? I don't even know anymore. I think part of the reason why my situation is also unique is because we've got an upcoming presidential election. And I think there are a lot of people who could use my story to elect a president, and there are a lot of people who could use my story to not elect a president. And I, quite honestly, I don't want to be used as some sort of like checkers or chess games piece to try and win a scenario, I've got real rights. And let's be honest, you want to know why some people don't care about me and my rights? You want to know why? They think, I think some people think I'm a criminal. And they think criminals don't have rights. Or I support, my views on, drug use are too radical or not appropriate. I mean, there's a group of people out there that hate drugs so much that they will just make up any excuse just to try and make things look weird. There's so many different people out there who have so many different opinions on things in life. Why do some of you force some of that, That's the beautiful part about America. It doesn't have to be forced. More enjoyable experience. By the way, I should mention, maybe some of the confusion, or another thing I should mention is, I think some of you need to communicate like you're in academia. Like you're an academic. I think part of the problem with what's been going on here is not enough communication like academics. We need more academic communication. Do you know what academic communication is? Yeah, you know. And here's the real question. Why would it take 4 years for a bunch of people who are supposed to be smart enough to run the government? Why would they wait 4 years to use academic concepts? What kind of idiots? I mean, honestly. I spent 4 years homeless as somebody who was associated with somebody who, I was being harassed, no matter how you see it. Video game companies could have stepped in and done something right. Hey, you want to know something? The Borderline, they moved when the Borderline bar and grill shooting happened, they actually moved it to Agora. Oh, sorry. They moved it to Agora, where I was homeless for a while. Not one time did anybody from the Borderline bar and grill invite me out or help me out. Which is ironic, because I was the roommate of somebody who almost died. And here's what's funny. So these people in the gaming industry, they decided to do it even better. So the story behind the Borderline bar and grill shooter is, it's a single mom, single kid, I think, and loud yelling. Was always frustrated. And I don't know what triggered the event, right? But he obviously got so upset and mad that the event happened. They replicated that shit. I was in California, and they scared me out of California, my hometown, because they didn't want to pay me, because I guess I had opinions and views that they didn't agree with as an American. And then they scared me out of California into Arizona, where they literally have been replicating a similar story. And I'm thinking to myself, do these people realize that I've been investigating them this entire fucking time? Because I've had this belief that people have been harassing me, and now they create the same exact scenario they're trying to replicate the series of events using technology they very well shouldn't be using without authority. It's like they're trying to create a mimic. But you know what's funny? I was roommates with the guy who was a victim to the fucking actual shooting. So how does this make sense? How do a fucking bunch of people pick the roommate of the guy who was in the shooting? What was the original, like, did they think they were me? Were they trying to kill me? What? How can a bunch of people not know that I was associated with the guy? And by the way, how could nobody knows you? Do you want to know why nobody knows I lived in Simi? Because I didn't sign a lease. That's why I didn't sign a lease in Simi. I paid my roommate directly. But you know what I did do while I was in Simi? I got a couple jobs, and those jobs have records of me working there or being at that address. So, for people who think I didn't live in the Simi Valley house, I did. I have proof. I have multiple jobs and bank accounts that prove I was there. And I would have had cell phone bills, but Sprint and T-Mobile, the merger. Although I'm sure there's some record out there. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know how they do that thing. I bet you they thought they were getting rid of all the information when they like, you know how people like cover things up in society? I bet when the merger happened, they got my account. They're like, oh, good, we can cover this whole thing up, and they'll look like they never lived there. Did they realize how many other places I was in? So I think it's fucking ironic that for somebody who was associated with somebody who was part of a massive gun violence shooting, that the gaming industry would harass me in such a way to try and replicate such events with my own family, nonetheless. What a world we live in. I mean, what a fucking world. And they've definitely been using stuff to make people feel pain. Absolutely. They've been doing things for me to cause pain. Absolutely, they have. Because you know what I realized after 4 years? If they really wanted me to be in a better position, they would have made shit happen. Because I've seen them make shit happen just for me to get certain. I've seen them make shit happen for a lot of different reasons. If they really wanted to help me out, they would have helped me out. So why wouldn't they help out someone with a background and character like? And that's what's confusing. Like I have a very nice character background, character build. Ow, my tooth. I had very pain today. I had a lot of pain today. Today was a very painful day for various reasons. As a Jewish person who's non-religious, and my dad as a Jewish person non-religious, y'all have been doing a really good job at scaring us. You really have. Done a really good job of it. Honestly. You've scared me and my Jewish father. And I know some of you are trying to scare us into submission. Trying to scare a couple Jews into submission. Honestly, that's how it felt like. This is what it felt like. For the past year, I have experienced different methods of their, tactics. And it just feels like they're trying to scare us into some kind of submission. Who does that? What kind of ideology? Hey. Hopefully cozy ones at least. But I digress. I know there's a lot of different ideologies in the world, and I know you all got your different perspectives. It's just, in America, I've experienced a life that was much more friendly towards civil rights. And in the last 4 years, I've definitely experienced a life that was not as civil rights friendly. And I think it was because of people who were trying to change political policy and use my situation, my mom's background, my background, that situation. And I think they really tried to use it to try to manipulate a legal situation. That's why they wanted me to be homeless. I don't think I was supposed to be homeless. I think there are people who created this whole situation to get me homeless to support some gun rights legal angle. Like saying, "Oh, look, gun violence is bad. This homeless person, it's all because of gun violence." You know, so ridiculous. I know this isn't the Assassin's Creed stream that you probably wanted on our first YouTube, but I've got some weird espionage-like things going in my life right now, and my ear really hurts. By the way, I went to the hospital today, and I was feeling really nice when I got left the hospital because they helped me out. And then when I got back into the apartment, this is to the people who can take, are hospital, who are trying to keep apprised of this. When I got back into the apartment, it was good at first, but it was pretty obvious that they decided to turn whatever it is, the electricity that they're using, the devices, they have turned it way up. And they're trying to exceed, in a very painful way. And right now I have some help, but I can tell that it's pretty obvious that they're turning it up. For those of you that heard and helped my situation at the hospital, ow, ow. So I need to get this thing figured out because it's very painful. And they turned it up here. Like, I didn't get back and they left it off. Like, I got back and they actually turned whatever it is that causes the pain part. You saw the pain part. So they turned that part. Yes. Ow, that. Ow. So they've been turning that. Oh. Oh. So is this like, what is this? It's got to be military, right? It's a military thing, isn't it? It's a military government thing. I must be stuck on some kind of weird political thing. Because my phone that I've had for years went disconnected. Like, why don't we do, honestly, look. Look, I'll show you. You don't believe me, look. I'll show you. This is, for real for me. This is, real life espionage. Animus is cool right now, but, real life. Look. I'll show you all. Alright, you ready? Look. I'm gonna screen grab. Or screen capture. Hold on. Look, see? Look. See it? Look at it. Oh, hold on. Don't worry about the fat line. Look, see how it says no number? Look at that. Look at that. What the fuck is that? I've had the number for years. That doesn't make any sense. So I think I got scammed. Which is weird because I'm a family is we have the 9/11 thing. So scamming a 9/11 family, why would you do that? You know what I mean? So look, Simple Mobile, right? Simple Mobile, there it is. And this was on the 25th of last month. Or is it 27-25? And now all of a sudden, my account doesn't exist. Do you read that? Can you read it? Not active. Enter active. To be fair, I haven't called them up yet. So I haven't actually called them up yet. And I did report it as a crime, a telecom cybercrime, to the local police. I didn't report it to the FBI yet. But you know what? You got all the agencies here right now. You all could hang out with me and just like check into it, look into it. I know you're all fighting real serious crime around the world, but I mean, come on. This is I'm like in my prime, like I'm in my 30s, you know, prime years. I don't want to waste any more. So I'm just tired of I'm tired of everybody scamming each other to scam each other, using me to scam each other. Everybody, you know, they're scamming each other to them to scam them, and then they're scamming each other to scam them. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Everybody's scamming each other. I'm a kid who wants to live their. I'm a Jewish secular kid who grew up in some weird circumstance. I want to live my life. This is enough. It's ridiculous. Gosh. This is pretty good YouTube, right? Pretty good for your first YouTube stream. Let's see. Let's see if I can see I haven't. We used to do YouTube video. Oh, there I am. Look at me. Cool. Let's Inception real quick. Let's see if I can see that. We used to do. Oh, there I am. Inception. Cool. Well, wait. How long are we in? How long has it been? Where's the time? Ah. Today's ASMR stream. Clicking sounds. I have no idea. This YouTube doesn't tell me how long I've been streaming for. Hold on. It does. Oh shit, look at that. Oh, we've been streaming for 30 minutes. Okay. I just want, for the record, on my screen it says I have 0 viewers. But there are times when I feel like I have more people watching this than I realize. So, yeah. All right. You know, as an American, it would be a shame to think that there are some politicians that would violate somebody's due process rights as an individual just to score political points in an election. Oh, God, that would be awful. And people have died for less in the political world. You know, here's what I notice about politics. They love making death jokes. Some of these people in politics, they are big fans of making jokes about death. Like, they just don't care. They just, like, don't give a fuck. So I guess the question is, am I afraid to speak to other political members of American society? No. No, I'm not. I'm not afraid at all. Captain has the helm. No, I'm not. And I don't know if that worries people or if they're just like, whatever. You don't know what politics are. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And they're like, and I'm like, Where should we go? Let's go to undiscovered location.
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind.
Unfurl aloft. Man your sheets.
I wonder if my big mouth. I wonder if my big American mouth tastes as good as it sounds. Sometimes I wonder if my big mouth would be better off doing other things. You know. Me and my big mouth, brought to you by the Animus, the only place on the internet you can get lost in and not cause genocidal harm. With all these changing ideologies and perspective in the world these days, what better place to be than somewhere where you can't create a genocide, or a holocaust, or a war, or a conflict, or a riot, or what else is there? Ow. Owie. If some of by the way, if some of you all really want me to hold my tongue for reasons that you think are in my best benefit, maybe you should also tell me so. Maybe it would be good if you all kind of like gave me some intel. Like, hey, but honestly, I don't think I have to because I'm an American with free speech. But or if like you wanted to sign me some sort of like not like a Stormy Daniels non-disclosure, but like without all the drama.
Douse the royals and tops!
Prowl the mizzen tops!
Crowd it all on!
Aloft, lads! Check those royals!
Ooh, it's the mine temple.
Shorten sail! Get off the squall!
Topsails in! Clew up! We must tread lightly. These waters are well guarded, sir.
We made it. It's just interesting being in my position as somebody who's obviously being used as like some political chess piece. Because there's there are terms that come to mind: cruel and unusual punishment, violations of due process, vigilante justice. These are just some of the things that come to mind when I try to understand politicians and agencies that enforce certain aspects of the law but not other aspects. And I think I know why they're afraid of court case. my character build is just so good. Like any court case they have, like they have to demonstratively try to make somebody's life so worse that their court case seems legitimate. But that means they have to actually make things worse, which goes into my intentional infliction of emotional distress. I guess that means people just continuously try to make things worse. And then the argument becomes, you make it your worse yourself. Yeah, you know, I think that's the part of society that's having a breakdown logically and rationally, in the sense that they're trying to put together a logical, legal, you know, way to understand how you can all say that. In which case, I don't think some of you even believe in it. I think sometimes some people just say things to try to make other people nuts. I really do. I think it's stupid. I don't like to do it. I don't try to do it. But I use it in self-defense. I defend myself. I defend myself from psychological attacks. I do. Although I still feel open, direct dialogue is the best. But I've had to defend myself. Absolutely. This is another example. The sound of whatever that is. That's somebody. That's somebody watching me. That's somebody watching me who couldn't have spent the extra however much time. You know, something else funny happened at the hospital. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer. Oh, you're a Twitch. Like, people didn't know. Bitch. I mean, quite honestly, I think everybody knows my situation right now, and you're all just trying to make shit up to, like, say, oh, we didn't know what was going on. We're just playing a giant scam that'll happen next year. Next year. Don't worry, next year. Next year, don't worry, there's next year. Don't worry, next year. Next year. Next year. Next year. Don't worry. Don't worry, next year. Right? Next year. Next year. How many years does next year happen for? And they never even officially say that to me. They just whisper it. It's their whispers. The whisper game. You know the whisper game. The we say things quietly. We speak with our... We try to make things as obscure as possible without actually just speaking directly. How do I make this thing work? Hey, what is this? Align the shape on the highlight. Okay. Okay. Align the shape. Okay. Oh, that's got to be it. Okay. Didn't I do that before? Fuck. Didn't I do that first time? Oh, they fixed the cannon sound. Yeah. Hi. You know, that's the thing. I don't know who the people in the background are. You know, some people who have TV shows, you know, they know their production crew. I don't know my production crew. Yeah, no fucking idea. Am I supposed to know my production crew? Or at least I haven't met him at all. It's not I'm aware of. Sound of squishy feet. What's today's viewpoint? All right, viewpoints. What's today's viewpoint? When people are trying to scare you, why are people scaring each other in society again? Why are you all scaring? Hold on. No, today's viewpoint is why are you all scaring each other again? Why exactly? Why?
Rumcat.
You know, it'd be a fun experiment if people tried calling my number. What would happen? Because if I call you want to hear what happens when I call my number? Listen. Hold on. I'll play it for you. Hold on. Alright, you ready? This is what happens.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Announcement for Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Announcement for
That's what happens. So it would be interesting to see what other people happen. So the number is 747-204-8921. Find out who answers, if anybody answers. I mean, it'd be interesting because I've got the number, but that's what happens when I call it. But apparently, I don't, it's weird. It's like espionage, like. And if you're by the way, if you're wondering, I got the new SIM card. For those of you who are involved in this little scam, I was able to actually I didn't go buy the new SIM card. I didn't just buy it at the store. I actually got the free one sent to me through the site. So I updated my SIM card to the Verizon one. Otherwise, I would have been on the old, so that's why it says Verizon. Because my cell phone service company joined forces with Verizon. They were with T-Mobile, then they joined Verizon. Isn't that interesting? So maybe has something to do with this. I updated the SIM card. I could have bought one at the store for $5, or I got one for free if they just mailed it to me. So they just mailed it to me. Maybe that has something to do with this. Misteriosa. So, you know, this is like real life Animus. You know how like they have the real life missions in the Animus? Like when you leave the Animus and you like, you know, when we were in the Montreal office. This is kind of like that. This is like real Ubisoft espionage shit, right? Maybe that's what this is. Maybe they're just trying to give me some like Animus espionage like experience. But why can't they just tell me that? Do they want it to be authentic? But the way my mind works, I'm like problem solving the realities and rationalities of it based on an academic mind. I'm college educated. I think like an academic. That's why this has been weird for me. Like, people have been treating me in ways that's not academic. At least in certain contexts. Some of you have done some Pavlov techniques that were, you know, some of you experimented with Pavlov, and that's kind of academic. I have an academic vocabulary, description ability. Yeah, everybody's getting set up. For people who are wondering, yes, if there are people who are part of the scam and part of the stream thing, yeah, people are getting set up because people are setting up other people and scamming people. It's like scamming people to scam people. And I'm over here just trying to create like Animus stuff. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, can't you just let people be content creators without having to interfere with their art and scamming them? Like, honestly, it's ridiculous. Because then, you know, I can't keep up with your scams. I can only move as, you know, like, you know what I mean? I honestly, I can't keep up with your scams. I never have. But that's why I haven't played your scams. I don't live my life based on your scams. It's just unfortunate, you know. It's unfortunate when people do that. And it's unfortunate when they do it to people who have, like, real friends who can help. Hey. Well, might stop. For those of you joining us for the first time, this is not our typical Animus experience. Although we did spend some time on Sacrifice Island, Survival Island, Sacrifice. Anyways,
another keystone.
Where we had some similar kind of like group therapy type scenarios. But it's also kind of like, it adds to the game as well. Because it is kind of like espionage-like, right? And I don't know if it was intended that way. I don't know if it was intended that way or if it just turned out that way. I really don't. I have no idea. And yes, I think some people want me to be crazy because I think that fits their political perspectives. Because honestly, remember, you know, back in the day, when you made political enemies of someone, they'd just shove you in the crazy bin, right? And then they'd hope you never get found or hope somebody found you. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you, like, political enemies and stuff like that back in the day, right? Don't say the Kennedy's name, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like some people in the political world are viewing my situation and my circumstances beneficial to their political cause. But me as a person who has my own life choices, I think some of them really don't care. And that's fine. But if they're not going to care about my particular life choices, then don't benefit from my political situation. That's how I view it. If you're not going to care and help me with my own particular life's hobbies, interests, and choices, then don't benefit from my political situation. Honestly, don't benefit from it. If that's how you're all going to be. It's pretty obvious. Some of you want to use my mom, me, my college education, the Judaism background, you know, individualism, although the secularism you're probably not a fan of. My you know, this whole gun violence thing, the 9/11 stuff, like it's all perfect criteria for legislation and lawsuit. You know, it's. I just feel like people are using that angle, and they've been using, and that's, you know, and I've been sending reports about people harassing me for a while now as a homeless person,
Another key
and I just
shot.
feel like this phone thing, and them wanting to evict me and my dad because I'm yelling, because I'm emotionally distressed, because I'm being messed with through scams. I mean, how much does that make sense? You got people here who are pretty, you know, either they're dumb as rocks, either they're all just a bunch of dumb as rocks people who have no idea what's going on, or they're really helping me in just the weirdest, oddest ways possible that they claim is help, but really is just torture. I mean, what kind of fucking, honestly, it's a bad strat. It's a bad strat. It doesn't represent America well. You know what America does best? Honestly, America does best when you are representing its values more than its capitalism. I mean this so much. America is best represented when its values are priority over its capital, or over its, you know, capitalism. Because capitalism, it's not attached to our morals. Its value is improved with our moral strength, or our value strength. But, you know. Alright, let's go get these last treasure chests. Where is this? It's gotta be inside somewhere. Oh, by the way, people want to, you know, if this really is a spy espionage thing, you're going to want to know why these, you know, different countries are involved. And there are various reasons. Russia's involved because of World of Tanks and War Thunder. And I also met a girl at a rave once who I raved with a few times, who I guess was associated with Putin or whatever. And that might have something to do with it. Well, not her herself, but like her family. I guess she used to be like that. Anyways, I digress. What was I talking about? Oh, they're brain farting me. Shit. I think that's probably it. You know, it's sad too, because this whole political world is like playing games with people's lives in regards to their relationships and how they live. It just sucks. It'd be nicer if people just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting the crapshoot for the past 4 years, and maybe things will get better for me. What was I was bringing up points before. What were they? Oh, yes. So, Russia's involved because of War Thunder, World of Tanks, and probably a girl I used to hang out with at raves. China, I think, has been involved from the beginning because of my video game. I've had a big video game background. And video games are big in China and Japan. I'm Jewish, so Israel's involved. I said what's up to Germany when I was at the LA Grand, when I was going through all this espionage stuff. What other countries? France for Ubisoft, obviously. America, Democrat America, Republican America, Middle America, Moderate America, Independent America. There's a lot of people involved in this thing, and that's why it's weird. It's like, you're all there. And how, you know, do you all have to, like, is it like taking a number at the deli where you're all just like, it's your number and you get, like, you know, you make your order and then that's it, and then you get another opportunity if you're at the, you know, like, or do you all just kind of like fight for an opportunity to say something, or do you just want to like not say something? Like, Sometimes I feel like some of you want to have conversations, or do you just want to hear what I have to say? I don't have a problem if you want to hear what I have to say. I think I got good things to say. Where's the entrance to this thing? Is it just me, or I feel like a door over here or something? Hello. Hello. Ow. Ah, maybe this is good. You know, maybe... You know, it's funny how life tries to push people together sometimes. You know. I just wish things would stay together sometimes. Like my relationship with Assassin's Creed. Wait, no, not quite like my relationship with Assassin's Creed. My good relationship, like the good times. By the way, I know we didn't have mukbang today. It's been that kind of day. I don't know how to, I don't know, I don't know where's the door? Where's the door? Ah, I found it. And for our final treasure chest. Wait. Did we do it? Oh, leave this. Last fragment. So I guess this is like an adventure for people who care about the real life version of this game. So we got the digital Animus. And then we got like the real life mystery crime. Hey, you remember on YouTube, like way back, who remembers YouTube way back then? There was this like girl. Her name was like, I can't remember, it was like Bree, and she was like, not Bree, but like, I can't remember the name, but like she was like this really cute face, and she like was post this videos, and like it would turn into like a mystery, and it was like this really big mystery, and everybody always wondered whether it was real or not. I think some of it might have been real. I think some people actually, yeah, I think some of it might have been real. Very old video. I forget what the name of it is. But it's like kind of like cult classic. Cult classic, huh? Yeah, all these people, their Comic-Con references and their scarings and their role playings. By the way, you heard my message, right? About putting role play on hold so we can sort out the truth. Right? Because I feel like some of your role plays have been getting interfering with certain aspects of the truth.
Ah, Mr. Kenway. Captain's helm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Unfurl mains, let's move!
Man your stays, we trim too.
Well, let's see if we can get out of here.
As much sail as you can! Close up! Eat her sticks! Every last...
Loose tops and royals. Party now, me trumps. I'd not haze you.
More sail! All sail!
Loose topsails, gallants and royals.
Whew.
Her sailings douse all but mains! All sail! She'll take it!
Stunsails, let's ride this squall.
Reef the topsails and gallants!
Get up those shrouds, let's move.
Okie dokie.
Reef! Shorten all sail!
Studs up
Well.
with a will.
Ahoy. Okay. I think we're gonna park it up here. And call it sent anyways. I don't know. Just yeah. Oh man. This video game experience has been quite a ride. Okay. Well, that's it for today's stream. Thanks for thanking. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. Hey, just drip drop our way back to whatever it is that we're supposed to get back to. Because everybody's so interested in progress. Progress. Well, I'm Moose. This has been another episode of Assassin's Creed 4. Lovely. Just lovely. Okay, well. See everyone next time. Have a good one. Stay safe. Plur. 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 Okay, I'm done. I don't know if we have a song. Do we have a song? I don't think I have a song for you all today. We'll just say, have a good one. Bye-bye.